we need to find out the value of the given trig expression. Let us begin. So here we have sine 6 degrees multiplied to sine 42 degrees multiplied to sine 66 degrees times sine 78 degrees. So here what we'll do, we'll take two sine functions at a time. So we're going to consider sine of 6 degree and multiply it with sine of 66 degree. So this is going to be one product, and the other product will be sine 42 degrees times sine 78 degrees. Now here, well, we'll have to use a formula here, which is the product of two sine function, and it's going to transform into the difference of two cosine function. But here, our factor 2 is missing. All we have to do is multiply sine 6 degree and sine 66 degree by a factor 2, but this is an extra factor, so we will divide by 2 as well. Similarly, we'll also multiply sine 42 degree times sine 78 degree with a factor 2, and we're going to divide by 2. Now what we'll do, we're going to use a formula here, a formula being, let's say if we have 2 times sine of angle A times sine of angle B, so that's given by cosine of angle A minus B minus cosine of angle A plus B. Now, to keep our calculation simple, we'll consider A to be greater than B, meaning we'll consider A to be 66 degree and B to be 6 degree for the first product, such that we get half multiplied to cosine of the angle, so we get A minus B, so we'll take 66 degrees minus 6 degrees. And then we have the difference, so difference will be cosine of 66 degrees added to 6 degrees. Similarly, for the second product, we have half multiplied to cosine of, so here we'll take A to be 78 degrees and B to be 42 degrees. So first we'll take the difference, 78 degrees minus 42 degrees, minus cosine of angle 78 degrees plus 42 degrees. Okay. Now we have, so let's multiply this half with this half to get 1/4. Now we have cosine of 66 minus 6, that will be 60 degree, minus cosine of 66 plus 6, that will be 72 degree, multiplied to cosine of 78 minus 42, that's 36 degrees, minus cosine of 78 plus 42 will be 120 degrees. Now we have standard values for each of the cosine functions, so let's note them down. Here, cosine of 60 degree, that's going to be equals to 1/2. Cosine of 72 degrees, so that will be equals to square root of 5 minus 1 over 4. Then we have cosine of 36 degrees, which will be square root of 5 plus 1 divided by 4. And cosine of 120 degree, that will be equals to negative 1/2. Let's use all of these values here. Now we will have 1 over 4 multiplied to cosine 60, that's half, minus cosine of 72 degrees, so that's square root of 5 minus 1 divided by 4, times cosine 36 degree, that's square root of 5 plus 1 divided by 4. That we have negative cosine 120 degrees, since 120 degree corresponds to negative half, we will get positive 1/2. That will be equals to 1 over 4 multiplied to, so combining these two fractions is going to give us 3 minus square root of 5 divided by 4. And then combining these two fractions is going to give us 3 added to square root of 5 divided by 4. Fine. Now what we have is, in the denominator we have 4 multiplying to itself 3 times, so we have 4 cubed, and in the numerator we have the product of 3 minus square root of 5 and 3 plus square root of 5, which is simply the difference of squares. So we have 3 squared minus 5. So this will be equals to 1 over 4 squared, and 4 squared is 16. So that means this is going to be the final result of the trig expression, sine 6 degrees, sine 42 degrees, sine 66 degrees times sine 78 degrees. We have got 1 over 16.